Please. Papa, God bless you.
Name of God the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Our Heavenly Father, the hour has come for you to glorify your name. I pray that whatever we are going to do this afternoon will bring glory to your name, and in return, you will bless each and every one that participates in this occasion. In Jesus' mighty name I have prayed.
Amen. Thank you for honoring this invitation. It shows you have the betterment of this community, Imo State and Nigeria at large at heart. You have done very well to be here today. We thank all of you. We welcome all of you also in Jesus' name. Amen. So why we are here, all of us knows Nigeria with a lot of challenges within this part of the country this time around. There's challenges which includes the use and the intake of hard drugs. Omebiela ihe well. Eba and Ebenile. I told you we are going to be combining Igbo and English. So we are not speaking English throughout and Igbo throughout. Omebiela ihe in so many families today. Egaria otutu ezinụlọ ga-ahụ ndị ara na-agba, ị ga-ahụ ndị nwere nkwarụ dị iche iche. This is as a result of ihe aṅụtara na ihe a na-aṅụ mkpụrụ mmiri na ụmụnne ya niile na ezinụlọ ya emebiela ihe. Ihe mmebi a metụtara ezinụlọ dị iche iche ka otu nke kwụrụ ọrụ ha gọọmenti na-enweghị bụ NGO, non-government organization, and our Irish initiative, which is Akwatu International Support Hands Initiative. Konyi siha n'onye mbido ya bụ Nze Izunna Osuji Akwatu Ego. Onye aka mechara ebe ese mba na ọ dị mkpa na a ga-akpọkọta ụmụ okorobịa si na ngalaba dị iche iche na ọrụ aka dị iche iche na ndị ukwu na ndị nta, stakeholders of every community, ka eme ka ha mara ọghọm nke ịṅụ ihe ndị a butegoro obodo a. Looking at all of that, ị ga-ahụ mmadụ ndị jụrụ ebe a onye a ka a kpọrọ gbakọ ka eziri mmadụ ozi ụlọ ma ndị na-anọghị ebe a, ndị n'ebe a ọ nọrọ ya ka onye ibe ya maka ihe ịgaji ebe a taa. Ọ ka azọpụta ntụpụrụ ebi n'aka ọnụ, because many are here to join. Only the day we go, I interest to start. I will say now, so that they will not join. We want to advocate, if possible, the intake of these hard drugs within this community and Imo State at large. And I'm very sure no one will be back time. I am in the opening prayer. We have been able to let you know Mmiri METH initiative. That is Akwatu Support Hands initiative. I all the way from Abuja to do sensitization. Make I only too much. Can we get more at the same time? So because we haven't done that, I think the next thing that the program you get no you see in the Irish initiative. Yana, welcome,
ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome. And many of you would have known me. You know me only as Helen, but my full name is Helen, Mrs. Helen Mwoko. I'm the executive director of Ash Initiative. And you all know why we're here today. We're here for a one-day campaign against the abuse of Mmiri. Let's use the balance we are used to. By Ash Initiative. The founder of the Ash Initiative is Izunna Osuji. started off from this community. He started his NGO work in this community, philanthropy and youth empowerment. And having grown up in this environment, Locke smiled at him. He came back to empower youth. He became passionate with youth affairs, and he rallies around them, and they rally around him too. And he's been doing his best to gather the youth and to help them. But unfortunately, what we've been witnessing in the past 1 year, or at least 6 months, among the youths, is not palatable at all. And that was not the intention why he came home. He came home to uplift the youth. He grew up here. He knew what it means growing up in this environment. So he wanted the youth to move on. But as things started going on, he may be busy because of crystal meat. Our youth may encounter. Only God knows how they encounter it. And that thing is not an easy thing. There are so many other drugs used and youth abuse. Cocaine, heroin, cannabis. But this methamphetamine, or METH crystal, or Mmiri in our palace, is a very serious affair. Because it's destroying our productive youth in their productive age. Unfortunately, the abuse of other drugs can be arrested through rehabilitation and all that. But this methamphetamine, crystal meat, Nigeria doesn't have the process of rehabilitating the addicts for now. That is why it's so worrisome. It's very, very worrisome. And that is why we are here today to support Accountable. Because he is lending his voice, like every other leader in every community, to see to the end of this menace. Because it's a serious menace. They call it ice. Ice is supposed to be something that cools, calms someone's nerves. But this ice we are talking about today is a dragon, is a beast. It's dangerous. So please, my dear youth, try, spread it, discourage your mates. Tell yourself you don't want it again. And discourage people who are around you to come off it. People, it's not the best. That destroy our productive youth from age 16 to 60. And from the survey we are even getting now, the thing has even entered secondary school age, 12. From 12 years upward, it makes it more dangerous. So, many of us here are parents, many of us here are leaders, youth leaders, and our traditional rulers, unfortunately, they are not here with us. Our target was to have them here because they know who is in their community. But unfortunately, we couldn't have them here. But you, the youth leaders, please help us. Help Accountable because he's passionate. He's not happy about it. Help him to arrest this ugly situation. So with this, our experts will go into details on the impact and the economic waste associated with this whole minute of eating. You are most welcome.
A lot of good. As we do that, God bless us in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you very much. Where we are exactly now is the opening speech. Yes, I don't know.
I'm Madam's family up that Mkpuru. So it's my pleasure to be with my brothers before in my own place. I'm Dr. Mrs. Thompson Chimwe Mado. I'm from this place, Ata Olu Ubokoro, Omodara. all of them put together. Omonam, my mom is from Omonam, so I'm happy to be in your midst. You're my brothers, I'm your sister. Thank you very much. Welcome. Thank you. So it gives me joy to be in the midst of my brothers. I work in Anambra. My office is in Anambra, in Onitsha. I am Assistant State Commander, Drug Demand Reduction Unit, in charge of counseling and rehabilitation in Onitsha. In Anambra, so many people, almost everybody knows me in Anambra because of the work I do. Because I go up and down talking to people. I go everywhere talking to people. Do you understand? I've been to almost all the local governments in Anambra State. Anambra State has 181 local governments. Then they have 181 communities. And then 21 local governments in Anambra. I've gone to all of them with Her Excellency, the governor's wife. What do I do when I get to each local government? Is to talk to my people about drugs, the consequences, so that they will also know that there's a solution for those of them who have been hooked by drug use. Like in the help. Na elilanya kadinaka onye nwanyi anyị na-azọpụta ha o wee bụrụ gịnị ka anyị nọ ebe a today because of what is happening all over the country, all over the states now. That's why we are gathered here today. So I commend my brother. May God bless you, may God restore you. All the organizers, may God bless you. It's not an easy thing. I know what it is. It's not an easy thing. So you can be looking at the pictures. I brought some clips from my office. We make it to be bold now so that everybody will see it and light it up too. Because that's the reason why we are all here today. These are the pictures I was able to bring from my office. Like this girl now, she swallowed drugs. So the drug now posted inside her tummy. And you know, the problem with government is this. Somebody will not go with their market. If somebody is being buried and the person swallowed drug and the drug posted into that person's tummy, the government must bring out the drugs before the person is buried. So to tell you how bad it is, that it is real, that drug is real, Mmiri is real. So in order not to waste our time, I don't know what that thing is doing now. Let's go to what we have. Now, what is drug? According to UNODC Office on Drugs and Crime, according to the report of 2015, we don't have, we will soon get the recent data, but I'm just giving you far back data of people who have used drugs. About 348 million people all over the world globally have used drugs, excluding nicotine and tobacco. We'll still come to that. Nicotine is also a drug. That's a cigarette. You know, cigarette contains nicotine. And also alcohol. Alcohol is also a drug. So we'll also come to that. So excluding those people who have used nicotine and alcohol, 348 million people globally. And again, in Nigeria, between the ages of 15 to 64 years, have used drugs. About 29 million people are having problems of drug use. 29 million people. Apart from men, do you know women also use drugs? If you go to a rehabilitation center, you know, we have so many women undergoing rehabilitation as a result of drugs. It's not only men. So 29 million people have a drug use disorder. It's a problem to them. Even injectables, they also inject. Yes, they inject drugs, they inject cocaine, they inject urine. Even the milk can be injected, can be snorted, can be smoked. So there are so many rules of administration of drugs. Who they say, why can I study with people? It's any chemical substances, which when we use it into the body, it affects somebody's mood or somebody's behavior. Yeah, when we talk about these drugs, we talk about hard drugs. Hard drugs like cocaine, like heroin, like cannabis, igbo, weed. These are the hard drugs. So when somebody takes it, because it has gone to the central nervous system. And also we have socially acceptable drugs. What are these socially acceptable drugs? Ice, no, alcohol, na cigarette. These are socially acceptable drugs. Why we call it socially acceptable drugs today is because government has not said catch and catch up. Any day they now put it catch and catch up, it will no longer be socially acceptable drugs like the alcohol. But to tell us the truth, alcohol is a drug, a drug. The things other drugs can do, other hard drugs can do, alcohol can do it 2 times. So that is by the way. How does this thing happen? The brain and the spinal cord gives information to the central nervous system. Then the central nervous system will now pass it to the brain. This brain, Chinekenya brain now. When they use artificial chemicals, no. When you start bombarding the brain with artificial chemicals, when the time comes for the brain to get that thing, it will signal you through the spinal cord. One may be going to 6 a.m. because you have given the brain what the brain likes, artificial chemical. But God has given us the natural chemical that we don't need to pamper with it at all. I suppose he didn't make this brain or meat, vegetables, fruits, brain when I cook on. But by the time you start using these drugs, it will mesmerize one up. Because even the drugs you're taking, you don't even know the type of drugs you are taking. People who deal on these drugs, most times they mix it up with something, adulterate it, and you say you're taking drugs. Corner the white, corner the cocaine, whatever brown powder, mix corner the heroin. It's not true in about heroin, money in about cocaine. Even they mix it up, thereby causing problem to the brain. What is drug abuse? Drug abuse means when somebody takes drug in a manner that he or she is not supposed to take, in a manner that is not proven by experts. Or maybe when one takes all these prohibited drugs. What are the prohibited drugs? Cocaine, cannabis, heroin. Under the prohibited drugs. The drugs that government said, if you are found in possession of these drugs, you will go in for it. So if somebody abuses even to use drug is a crime. Drug use is a crime. It's a crime. Somebody can also be prosecuted because of using drugs. It's a crime. Because when you use these drugs, you will constitute harm to people around you. Actually, they are using these drugs and they are causing problems to themselves. We will say, okay, no problem, they are causing problems to themselves. But what about us that are within their neighborhood? One of my friends, the husband used to drink. Now, so you won't hear the message. Because some of that the husband will come back late, 2 a.m. So we don't one day. O check out the time go front here. Also go je meche door. Also je meche door. For one, come and see this bagger sleeping with the house girl on top of the bed. You know why? It's not that something happened. The man thought that he had gotten to the bed of the wife's bed. That was the first room. So he just started, enter. So when the woman now came out to come and lock her, come and see 2 people sleeping on top of the bed. She now quickly went and brought out cane. That was the day woke at the West Norman. Idiot. That was the end of Yegonku. So the man considered being uncle because alcohol will mesmerize you. It will make you to be impaired. It will impair your coordination. It will impair your vision. Yes, that is what alcohol can do. Alcohol is a psychoactive drug. because it can sedate the brain and it can also stimulate the brain. On a something like that. And one thing you should know is that it depends on the body chemistry as well. My body chemistry may not be the same thing with your own. I can take 1 bottle of alcohol and it will not do me anything. But you can take 1 bottle, that's the day you will run, you will regret taking alcohol. So it depends on the body chemistry. But you don't need to try your body chemistry because you don't know how far it will mesmerize you. If you don't know how far it will take you. So that is just it. Then we talk about Igbo cannabis. Do you know cannabis is a drug? 50 naira Igbo can take somebody to psychiatric home of 50 million without being recovering at all. That is it. And again, I want to tell us that Indians have won that we should no longer call it Indian hemp. After all, they are not the only people that are producing hemp. After all, Nigerians too, we also have our own hemp. So for the past years, we've not been calling it Indian hemp. And you know the origin of Indian hemp. Indian hemp came into being when soldiers went to war during the Second World War. So as they were coming back, they came back with seeds of hemp and decided to plant it in Nigeria and they started doing very well. So that Igbo that people take contains 4,000 toxins of chemicals. And it is the female species of cannabis that is making people to depend or to be addictive in cannabis use. The female species of the plant, that's the one that contains the tetrahydrocannabinol. You know, women are very powerful. Even the mosquito, is the Anopheles mosquito, the female Anopheles or what, is the one that is even giving people malaria. So whatever you do with the woman, you have to be very careful. So that is what is causing the problem. Igbo can be smoked. Igbo people use it to cook. People use it to do so many things without one knowing. Then the side effect of Igbo, have you seen somebody hallucinating? Igbo can cause hallucination. What is hallucination? Hallucination means when somebody starts hearing visions. I mean, he starts hearing voices and seeing fake images. It's not the man saying, hey, praise the Lord, no one was wrong on a physical vision. Hey, or when Mama praise the Lord on a physical vision. The body vision in the Igbo, or walk in the Igbo on a in a rebel. Here one and don't we can say a weapon madness or blue madness, madness, or more than this now position. Now, the Holy Spirit now communicate. The person is not communicating with Holy Spirit anything. It's the wind, the drug that is making the person to hallucinate. The person can start hallucinating, the next thing no okay, which one is yourself. Is it you must take prescription drugs? Let it be the one that doctor prescribes for you. Don't just go and buy, so that you don't depend on it. And when we hear that somebody is depending on drug dependency, it means that person can no longer function again without using those drugs. But it's not as in the case of somebody who has hypertension or somebody who has diabetes. No, their own problem is different. They must take it. So you don't say the person is dependent on the drugs. Somebody can depend on drugs, on illicit drugs, using Igbo cocaine. We say the person is dependent on drugs. But in the IBP, no. We don't take them to mean that they are dependent on drugs. Then, these drugs, because of time, I want to tell us, before I go to Mmiri, don't worry, I'm coming to Mmiri, because Mmiri is the main reason why we are all here. We should not allow Mmiri to distract us. There are other drugs, so Mmiri should not distract us. We have Igbo, we have, like I said it here. So this Mmiri has been in existence for the past 7 years. I've come across people in my rehabilitation coming for rehabilitation as a result of Mmiri. So Mmiri, from the records in Nigeria, about 89,000 people have used Mmiri in the past 5 years in Nigeria. So it's not a new thing. Then in the southeast, about 6,900 people have used Mmiri. It's not a new thing. So what are we trying to say? Drug can destroy somebody's vital organs. It can destroy the liver, it can destroy the brain, it can destroy the kidney. Drugs can also make one to contract what we call HIV/AIDS, especially for those of them that use one needle. They use a drug na bulk. Or for they use the injection, one no, or one of them with HIV, where bros, I bet chuk make I chuk sia near chuk sia stand nika gaga de chuk na one needle. Imara monye bu HIV. Imara monye bu hepatitis B. What are has a contract a HIV or hepatitis B. Then again, even gonorrhea, because if somebody is drunk can also inhibit one, especially for those of them that take alcohol. It can make you the next day, when you remember that you slept with your house girl, or when you remember that you fell inside water and rolled inside dirty water, you say, no, it's not me. Because it has inhibited you. Or bring you go walking on. I'm not walking on, it's not walking. What am I trying to say? Alcohol is a psychoactive drug. It can stimulate, it can sedate one, making one not to know what he or she is doing. Then we talk about psychological consequences. It can cause sleeplessness, it can cause anxiety, it can cause depression, it can cause also withdrawal symptoms. Then sociologically, if all the youths have decided to go into drug use, playing truancy, that means expatriates cannot come to Nigeria to invest. There will be so many youth on the streets, roaming the streets as a result of madness. In order not to waste our time, let's go to Mmiri. This Mmiri we are hearing of came into being in the 19th century, in 1940. The Mmiri we are seeing is a medicinal drug, but not this one. It's known as amphetamine, which is medicinal. But you cannot go to the market and say, give me amphetamine. No. It must be embedded inside one drug. Oh, we call it a paracetamol, but amphetamine, little grams of amphetamine is inside it. But it's not written amphetamine. But this one that is ravaging everywhere now is illicit amphetamine. Illicit methamphetamine is a potent drug that can stimulate the central nervous system by releasing what we call the dopamine. And once it releases the dopamine into the body, it removes the natural dopamine that God has given us. So this one will release what we call dopamine into the body. Dopamine is a natural reward given to us by God. This Mmiri, as we can see, is used in the treatment of obesity, is used in the treatment of asthma, is used in the treatment of depression, anxiety, irritability, lethargy. The people now are illegal. That is why they manufacture it, they do it inside Lungu place, Nimofia, but inside one room, one hand we cannot a toilet and I manufacture Mmiri mama. What are the contents? Battery acid. Kota. Never is not Kota here black inside it. Here can the man know. Battery acid. Then Mmiri. Where is the Okunu? These are the things in Mmiri. Can't wear a pipe. What's easier? That makes from Mmiri. What's easier? There was a lighter. Why hate you go Mmiri ni meba? Na chasi oku na mizi. Come here side. And here kaya na to ma for na mi na chi oku. That is why in Anambra State, people, you hardly can see bulbs outside the gate. You don't know what the bulb means in a hotel. Okay, you see it. People no longer keep bulbs anyhow because of these people. Because that is what they use in nature. And actually, you're going to melt. And when you are doing it, it's entering straight to the brain, turning the brain upside down. Somebody that prayed for rehabilitation in my office said, Mommy, Mmiri geji brain no man don't know upside down, not on here upside down. It's not that somebody who takes Mmiri cannot come back to life. I will talk about it because we talk with what we have seen, not what people say. You understand? Watch the person's life. We are not God, but watch the person and you see what will happen to that person. So this sensitization, spread it across. Take it down to the name, take it down to the Nangwango. Take the non-atom brain upside down. And you know in Anambra, government does not joke with them now. This flogging cannot solve the problem. Please, if we are in the habit of flogging people here, don't flog yourself into problem. Because if somebody dies, police will come for you. Lawyer will come for you. Government will come for you. You will go in for it. In Anambra now, I know of one PG and one youth leader They have been in detention for the past 1 month because they flogged somebody and somebody died. Please, if anybody tells you to flog, don't flog. Flogging cannot solve it. And do you know that these people that you are flogging, remember that they took Mmiri. Their brain are no longer there. They are not normal. So if you flog them, they may die on the process of flogging. And let me tell you, the more you flog them, the more powerful they become. When I'm asking all stimulant, stimulant, what does stimulant do to the body? It's like cocaine. This Mmiri too does what cocaine can do to the body. It has euphoric effect like cocaine. So the stimulant will make the pains to go down, to suppress. If you like flog them 500, if flog the child, Jesus will do you know why they are crying? Because you are flogging them. They know that you are flogging them with cane. That's the reason why they are flogging them. Just like when we were in primary school, if you go to school late, it's the same thing. So flogging them cannot solve the problem, and it's not even paining them because already they have a neutralizer inside them. Mmiri get to go to the pains. So in better one, I just want more Mmiri. Una from yana na apiosi. You go to no cheat that man. You go to no Mmiri can go. Una friend a video. Oda for. So my brothers and sisters, so many them. Guess me able. And we tend to now Mmiri. But I'm here for rehabilitation. Chief, and they were ready for rehabilitation. I don't know where he is. Yes, because he has brought this program here. He will be ready to rehabilitate people that want to stop Mmiri. So Jukwani and they were ready to rehabilitate them because it's not easy. To rehabilitate a drug user, you can be paying up to 500,000 a month. So if he's ready to rehabilitate them, fine. And another one, if you want to stop Mmiri, the youth leaders are here. I chama made a meeting. Meeting even when produce do you know everybody around this place is marked for cancer? If they are producing it around your house, because
first of all, I must say compliment of the season to all, and I appreciate all your efforts by dedicating your time for this very program. So I say thank you all and welcome to the program. So as we go straight to the opening remark of this very program, to IC Initiative Awareness Campaign against the use of methamphetamine, aka Mmiri. I welcome you all to this historic event in our senatorial district to flag off the awareness of a drug destroying our youth. It's a clear fact that drug addiction, especially Mmiri, popularly known as Mmiri, is wasting completely the path of progress of many people in our community and nation at large. It has become imperative that active steps be taken to keep an eye on this destructive habit of our youth. The most important step in this direction is to spread awareness amongst the people at the highest level, starting with the local level, which is what IC Initiative is doing today. There are many factors that push a person into drug addiction and make his or her life miserable. The most fighting factor is the rapid industrialization and urbanization, which has given birth to a new kind of behavior between today's youth. Aside the above, when a child does not feel satisfied at home, or when he is deprived of love, affection and care, such children becomes victim of drug addiction and completely ruin their lives. It is more painful to see that if drug users are not allowed to use medicines, they suffer from vomiting along with depression, painful and uncontrollable convulsion. IC initiative prepared various missions and is capable of achieving success in this direction with the necessary support from the relevant bodies. People whose family and friends are suffering from drug addictions are requested to visit rehabilitation institutions and camps for the treatment of addictions. Drug abuse should not be tolerated and should be strictly prohibited as a taboo. However, this habit is not advised to torture the addict or behave inhumanly, because if you are trying to explain to the person about his treatment, he may voluntarily opt for it and can get rid of this addiction at self-rehabilitation centers. A person who has become a victim of substance abuse is forced to be addicted with his physical circumstances. But soon, he realized the bad effect of this habit. All these people need help, and therefore, we should provide these people with the encouragement to come back to their normal life and lead a healthy life. We join hands with us to end this menace among our youth. We can't stand by and watch them waste their future in the name of a fanatized happiness, which is a mirage. My name is Chief Izuno Swiji, President and founder to IC Initiative. I say no to Mmiri.
Thank you.
So, anama yono bikon kainya na akake hona IT kuraya wehe ko hapela nchekube na future our youth need, because these youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. Bikon kachineke na mezogu na aha Jesus.
Yes, after Lord Kanjaya, it is destructive. I'm going to summarize here with what Christ did before he departed. Or command Jomazia, Ganupusa Wozioma, Onyekwere, Simeya Mejikuna Hanna Nawana. He has given us the mantle to go ahead, to go to the public and let them know the dangers this thing is causing us. And I am very sure we are going to do that. I am sure we are taking the mantle so that we end up saving lives. Not only your friend may be among your relatives, somebody very dear to you, so you can also help to save. Even if you don't know the person, that soul is important. Thank you very much. We welcome.
Is from here, and I'm from here. And I'm a development worker in Abuja. So I work with a civil society organization, and we've been talking about this, and Doc has really expatiated and talked about everything concerning that. I'll just add a few things because she has elaborated and opened so many things that we need to know concerning it. In Mkpuru, maybe Mmiri, every Anambra state and Agua Imo state and Agua Ibiana rivers everywhere because of the damages on our coast. Mmiri, I know today, we should say no to Mmiri because it's something. How would somebody take something that damages the brain? Can you the impact of that? You take drugs, and those drugs in a in other, you will see corner. No one will divide on the person that mentioned, but you need not drug she knew it's never like this. Why would you take that? So I'm worried that drugs is good. Like she said, there are drugs. But how the bad one is, in case is the now when the government to work and say, don't touch this. And when case that if you are sick and you feel sick, go to the hospital, doctors prescribe drugs for you. But those ones, as again, ammonia, because for government to come and tell you that you shouldn't take this, there is a reason for that. And that reason is that it will damage you and it will damage our generations and our future. What we are talking about today is our future. I have been doing now. What of the unborn kids? What of the children that are still coming? In the future, how do we now prevent all these things from going ahead? So Doc has talked about the effects and everything. Me, I want to talk about how there were some certain things you can have now. You understand? Some movement, as a mother now, there are some movement that my children will be doing. You as a father, as a youth, what are the things? Because most of the things that cause all this thing, I'm a media person. I'm not with the group of friends. Okay, other drugs that you know that can affect the body. They said we should just deviate and leave them. So you also talk to your people and stop any company that you think that can, you know, that can be into doing all these things. Okay, alcohol can damage the liver. It can damage the kidney. It can damage the organs that are in the body. All those kind of things. Why would you drink? You drink to stupor. Why would you drink? Is it a good thing? If you're a married man and you drink and enter inside the gutter, are you not disgracing the family? You are disgracing your family. You are disgracing every sipota. You are disgracing your wife. You are disgracing your children. And look at, hey, is it not your daddy that took those drinks and the drunkard that is inside that gutter? And all these things, they are not too good for us. So, based on what you need in the doctor, because the doctor has hammered on everything, she touched all the aspects of the things that we should know concerning that. I pray that this thing that we're talking about today, this campaign, will go further from here. And I got to people the chairman, so that the chairman can also have the zeal. And funds that when they take here down to other communities so that people will be able to learn from it. And I pray that as we are going back, that the Lord will take us back safely and we will do it in Jesus' name.
Amen. Home remedies for drug addicts. Remedies that they can be taken at home, apart from taking them to rehabilitation center. I know that will cost much. There are food, nutrition, things that drug addicts can be taken to maybe ease or eradicate drug effects on their body.
You don't have the willpower at home to do it, honestly. The person must be taken out of drug environment, where he started it, where he came from, and put in a confined place, in a center, where he will be attended to. You don't know if somebody is off-going drugs, it can kill somebody. Withdrawal syndrome can kill somebody. Because when you're off-going drugs, it comes with tremor, it comes with headache, nausea, chills, everything. Even alcohol, somebody can die. Muscle itching, muscle cramp and everything. So it's not good to do it at home. It's not advisable. The person must visit a center where he or she can be taken care of, so that if he's having problems, psychiatric doctor will attend to him or her. Nurse will attend to him or her. Counselor will attend to him or her. You know, I can already come up in my areas here, but if you decide to do it at home and it works for you, fine. But I am telling you from research, it has not really worked out for people like
my name is Martin Emelova. This Mmiri, you are just hearing this. And maybe I may know one or two people that are taking this. And when they are taking it, they will go off of human being. So how can we contact people in case we see such a person? Now people can give us your phone number, anything that maybe for us to okay can bring somebody to you. Because we are all human beings. So that's my introduction.
You know, I want to melt. And you say in so many ways. I want to smoke. When then when then what it up on I did.
Okay. On a dry, mafia on a
Doctor Nenya Okubasara maintenance ndị na-aṅụ mkpụrụ mmiri. Abụ ihe mụnwa chọrọ ka ya nwa n'onwe ya ghọta. Onye ọbụla na-aṅụ ọgwụ ịnapụ ya n'ike ọ na-enye nsogbu maka na ahụ m once a witness. Anọgo m with ndị ọcha fụ ndị dị addicted to drug. Ọ bụ na ha nwa na-akpọ ọgwụ akpọbute ha n'ime nga ha ga-akọntrol onwe ha. Ị ga-afụ ha were isi na-apịa na wọl apịagide dọkịta bịakwa ya nye ha small ha nwa akpọ wee kuluo onwe ha. Maybe mgbe ha na outside ha na-aṅụ ya ebebi every 1 hour but mgbe ha bataziri n'ime a na-eme one day we can rapụ ha the other day enyetụ ha ihe ha nwa wee revive onwe ha. Ewebụ ihe ọzọ mere ka anyị ghọta ọ sị na ịma na ihe anyị bụ n'obi wanyị na-ebido onye ahụ na-aṅụ mkpụrụ mmiri wee chapụ ya ndị mmụọ n'anya ka ihe ahụ si ya n'ihu pụọ. Ọ mere ka anyị ghọta dada na ọ bụrụ na anyị chọrọ imenten ndị ahụ ka ha pụtakwa na mmadụ nọrọkwa na society, anyị ga-akpọ ha gwa okwu ka esi agwa mmadụ okwu mee ka ha nwa ghọta na mkpụrụ mmiri amanye ha kama na ọ ga-edestroy. So ihe mụnwa na-eme ka anyị nwa ghọta ihe ahụ anyị bụ n'obi awụrụ ihe anyị ga-eme. Ọ wa ije jide na ndị ahụ na-agba mkpụrụ mmiri anyị gwa okwu ka esi agwa okwute ha na ha bụ nwanne udo na-achị na ndụ ha.
The crop of people never today is because we have younger ones, elderly ones who listens to us, and those people that you can influence are the best way to correct this menace in our society. If you listen to Asikre Network News this morning, Federal Radio Nigeria, 7 a.m. I can repeat way by 4 p.m. this evening. Just tune to Radio Nigeria 4 p.m. You can know about what Aish Initiative have been doing concerning the correction of all these things. So because here in Eku, here in Achikorono plan about every negerenti. Ndia negerenti, every hand negerenti kahunti. So even on in a koya na goya kegu manapikono. Otop Lochide, the chairman, the founder of Aish Initiative. Onomotoni is here.
1, 2, 3, go. Aish Initiative.
Save those who would be.
Aish Initiative.
Love and care for.
1, 2, 3, go. Aish Initiative.
Save those who would be.
Aish Initiative.
Love and care for humanity.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
So many things. We can see so many people around here today. It seems something is going on. Please, can you tell us who you are, what is happening, and what is going on here?
Yeah, you are welcome. My name is Chief Izuna Efosuji, the founder and president of Aish Initiative. You know, actually, what is going on today as we are trying to launch a campaign against Mmiri, which has condemned the life of a lot of youth today in our community and society. So as we are trying to create an awareness, you know, to preach and get the situation arrested, and in order to educate our youth and our men and women, you know, so that their future will not be lost due to the illicit use of drug, the drug abuse which we didn't want in our society.
Thank you very much. In the course of the program, we saw the personnel of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency trying to give lectures to people present, what they call resource personnel. And in the course of that, I heard when you were having discussion talking about putting up a rehabilitation center around this area. How did you manage to get in touch with this NDLEA and some other officials that are here that make this thing to happen today? And in the area of putting up the rehab center, I don't know what you have to say about it.
Yeah, you know, the way it's done, that is the process, and the procedure must take place. We have to get the NDLEA officers, the people that is in the rehabilitation sector, in order to come and preach, you know, to the public also, and educate them on how to do and take control of the abuse of the drug that is condemning and, you know, torturing the life of the youth in the society today. And again, me as the founder of this thing, who has been working hard also to set up a rehabilitation center within the environment or vicinity or the community or the area, you know, in order to get rehab, the drug addicts, you know, well rehabbed and get them back to the society. And also we are about also to fund the building of the rehab centers and getting in the experts to take care of it, so that the society will be okay and good for the future generation to come.
So much grateful that a thing of this nature can happen around this our area, around this our vicinity. You can see the youth leaders are very much happy for this program coming up from Ash Initiative. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much. And we wish you all the best.
Same to you.
Thank you. One of the personnel from the civil society organization, the CSO.
Yes.
And I saw you trying to dish out the effect of this dangerous cankerworm ravaging our society.
Yes.
In fact, it was right on point. At this juncture, we would like you to tell us how has this program been, and from Aish Initiative, the organizers of the program Aish Initiative, what is your relationship with them, and how are you able to nip it on the bud like that and enlighten the society? Please, you start by telling us your name and who you are and everything, and educate us more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Akubo, and I think it's a good development that we have something like this, trying to sensitize the community concerning what is happening, the hard drug that is happening within the society, people taking substances that can, you know, that are detrimental to their well-being. So we are here today to, you know, sensitize people and tell them that they should say no to drugs. Aish Initiative is telling them that they should say no to drugs because there are so many bad and effect of these drugs on their bodies. They should say no to drugs. Don't abuse substances. Don't abuse drugs. Take only prescribed drugs from the doctors. When you abuse these drugs, especially this Mmiri that is, you know, we are sensitizing and talking about today, you will see that your whole well-being is going to affect your whole both the psychological effect and everything. So that is why everybody is here today. And as a resource person, I'm coming here to also tell them that whenever you take this, it's going to affect your body. And I don't think it's a good thing for you to take something that is going to affect your body, that is detrimental to your body, that is going to lead you down to the grave. And also, so many people are running mad because of Mkpuru. The states are hammering on it. Different states in Nigeria are hammering on this thing. And they are sensitizing and telling people that they should say no and leave it. Leave it. Deviate from bad influence, bad friends, friends that can make you, that can influence you in a bad way. Deviate from that, peer pressure, family brother. Let's talk to our children, talk to the youths about what is happening. The communities, our leaders, our religious leaders, traditional leaders, youth leaders, we should keep telling people about this so that our community will be, you know, we will not find all these hard drugs in our communities.
Thank you very much. I saw you as one of the participants during the symposium. Please, what do you think you've learned from the program that just concluded?
My name is I happen to have benefited from this program today. As a matter of fact, I cannot deny the very fact that I learned a lot of things from this program today. A lot of secrets were exposed about this. You know, a lot of people call it drugs. This I was able to understand that it's quite actually a drug, but because it has not been processed properly, it is not ready for anybody to take. Then, looking at the whole havoc it has caused in the brain damage and all of that has caused to a lot of people, it is actually what we should canvass. Everybody should join force to canvass against these menace because it's actually destroying a lot of lives within and out of this place. So we all join forces today to say no to it and take the evangelism to the whole world and let them know the dangers in taking all this. I am very impressed to be part of this Irish initiative program that took place here today. I am interested and I am very happy that I partake in it, and I think I've learned a lot. And I have taken the mantle upon myself to also go out and let the people know, to also take the evangelism to a lot of people so that they will also understand and learn from what I've learned today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. God bless. The staff of Ash's initiative in Cameroon, please, we want to hear from you how prepared you are to host this kind of program here in Cameroon.
Ok, il dit qu'il veut savoir comment vous êtes préparé au Cameroun pour pouvoir former ce genre de programme. Oui, tu veux.
Ah, ok, merci. Bon, déjà, au Cameroun, nous sommes en préparation par rapport à notre association. Et...
Wow.
Ok.
What has transpired in this awareness campaign against drug abuse? How prepared are you people to replicate this kind of thing that happened here today, here in Cameroon?
Ok, il demande que comme tu as assisté à cet événement qui s'est passé tout à l'heure, comment est-ce que tu as trouvé ça et comment est-ce que vous vous préparez pour pouvoir organiser la vôtre au Cameroun?
D'accord. Alors, je suis Mkpuru de Irish Initiative. Alors, je viens directement du Cameroun pour l'événement. Alors, entre-temps, de notre côté aussi, nous sommes en train de préparer un événement semblable par rapport à ce phénomène qui est dû à l'addiction à la drogue. Donc, et nous vous invitons nombreux à venir également participer à cet événement.
Merci. Okay, Hype Man J. Abeg, I want to make you tell us what you learned for this program we will do today.
Well, I really thank God for this program today, and I thank God for our father. I call him my boss, Chief Izuna Osuji, Akatuguwan, for organizing this kind of program. Though I had the intention of taking Mmiri before, but after this program, I don't realize say Mmiri is no good for your health at all. The damages where you could do for your body too much. We thank God for everything. We thank God for the seminar. We thank God for the drug agency. We come tell us more story about the effect of Mmiri. But thank God for the youth of this attack. Say we don't learn many things today.
Like serious.
Anybody will get the mindset. We want to take Mmiri, but no say Mmiri is no good for your health. Take something way better. Take the one way doctor prescribe for you to take. It's no good for your health.
Okay.
You condemn many people. You don't make many people never marry today.
Serious.
You don't make many youths. They live in pains. You don't make many youth no get $1 for account. Imagine say they take how my life will be. Well, we thank God. I thank God for the food where they give us. Thank God for the drink and the money where they share give us. If our God go feed, they organize this program every day. My brother, I promise you, now me go be the first person to become this seminar because in a wonderful seminar we don't help our youth. The first program for this attack where my boss Osuji, if I can't take one, don't do. Thank God for you, God. God will bless you, boss. Thank you very much. They call me Hype Man J. The MC now used to tell us. Bless you.